Okay, so this week is Milestone 2 worksheet. It's the same format as Milestone 1, just different questions. So this worksheet, I'm really looking for support and some insight citations. So the first question is the bias within the article. And this is your primary article again, and you're looking to see if the author provides both sides of the story or only provides one side. If it's only one side of the story, then it's a biased article. Another way is the author, him or herself, can be biased. So let's say I'm doing an argument on online education. I have a bias because I make a living teaching online. So there's a built-in bias automatically. And you may want to do research on the author to see if they have a stake in the argument itself. Okay, and I want to see support. So I want to see quotes from the article. I want to see quotes from the author's website, something to tell me and give me an insight citation to show that you can support that there is bias within the article. The other question is credibility. So you're asking yourself, is the research in this article credible research? So if you remember in Milestone 1, you outlined all the key flat facts, research, and resources. Now it's time to go back, start clicking, and see where it takes you. So if there's a hyperlink and it takes you to a place where you have to pay in order to read the article, that's a little iffy. It makes you wonder what's the information and why do you have to pay to get it. Another thing is if it takes you to a site similar to Wikipedia, then yeah, we're probably not going to call that credible. What we're looking for is scholarly work. So we want studies that have been done, that have been published, that have been peer reviewed. Those are ideal. And of course, again, I'm looking for support. I want insight citations. I want you to support your answer. So don't just tell me, yes, the article is credible. Explain to me why it's credible and prove it to me. Okay, you also get to provide your alternative argument, sometimes called a counter argument. So after you've read your primary article and you've read the other articles that SNHU's provided to you, now it's your turn. You need to come up with your own premises and your own conclusion for your argument. It can't be exactly the same as the one that was presented in the primary article, so you need to counter that or do an alternative type of argument. So don't do the same argument. You're going to discuss the research that you're going to use to support your argument. So you may want to do some additional research and make sure it's credible, scholarly works. The SNHU library is your best source. You're going to go over the logic and reasoning that you use to advance your argument, the assumptions, the resources, and key, do not forget this, what are the weaknesses within your argument? And please don't say there are no weaknesses. Every argument has a weakness, I promise you. And explain how you identify the personal experience with the topic and your values and your bias. So go back to Milestone 1, where you mentioned your personal connection, and connect it to your argument now. So before you connected it to the primary article, now you're connecting your bias to your argument. And again, you can do the outline. If you're good at writing, I would just go down for the outline. If you're not, I would do these questions up here. It'll help you in the long run. And remember, the more detail you put on these worksheets, the less work you're going to have for the final project. Okay? Hope this helps.